Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are all having a blessed day. Mine's going pretty good. It's raining outside. I think it's kind of tapered off a little bit, but man, I'll tell you what, it's cold out here. I got my heater going and it's still cold. But I'll tell you what, I'll take the cold over the heat any day. So listen, I wanted to talk to you for just a minute today about why the Muslims hate the United States. And we're going to take a quick look at that. You know, when I joined the military in 1972, when I got to tech school, it was American soldiers and a whole lot of Iranian soldiers. The Iranians back then were our allies. And America, we put up that puppet Shah of Iran, which turned out to be not so nice a guy. But we backed him, and he was oppressing all the people in Iran. So we gave them arms and, you know, airplanes, everything else. And that's why their soldiers were at our schools to learn how to maintain these aircraft. And then, of course, you know, a few years later, the people overthrow the Shah of Iran, and the Ayatollahs come in, and they absolutely hate us. The Persian people love us, but the government of Iran, the Ayatollahs, they hate us. We're the great Satan. So listen, why is that all Muslims all across the Muslim world hate us so bad? Well, one reason is, and this is certainly not the biggest, but one reason is back in 1990, I know you guys remember Desert Storm and Desert Shield. Well, at that time, we put about 697,000 troops in the theater all the way around Iraq, and the bulk of those troops were in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is absolutely the holy ground according to Islam. We have Mecca, which is their capital, and I lived in Saudi Arabia for 6 months, and you can't even go to Mecca. You can't enter that city if you're not a Muslim. So we did have troops that were actually going around Medina, the second holiest site, and it just infuriated the entire Muslim world that these infidels were on that sacred ground. And because of that, 9/11 happened. All the so-called terrorist bombers that bombed 9/11 were all from Saudi Arabia. And to this day, even to right now, we have over 7,500 troops in Saudi Arabia at all times. People, if it wasn't for us, Saudi Arabia would get wiped out by the rest of the Muslim world. The rest of the Muslim world hates Saudi Arabia because of its ties with the United States. So the number one reason why the Islamic world and the Muslim world hates us, the number one reason, is because we are the protector and defender of Israel. And we always have been. We give Israel between $5 and $7 billion a year in aid. And most of that, it's called aid, but it's not aid. It's military equipment. We give them the best fighters that we have. F-15s, F-16s, everything. The best of the best. And there's a lot of people who believe that they take our airplanes and they make them far better. We give them every weapon imaginable. Missile defense systems, batteries, you name it, we give them everything. But the biggest thing we give them is Israel has access to all of our most secret technologies. We give them everything. And we protect them. And the only reason they're there right now, other than God protecting them, of course, is because of us. Another reason they hate us is because we keep messing with Middle Eastern affairs. The United States can't get its nose out of the Middle East. George Bush went to war with Iraq, said they had weapons of mass destruction. Well, he lied. They didn't have anything, and we destroyed that country. Then we go into Afghanistan to fight the Taliban. We stay there 10 years and accomplish absolutely nothing. All we did in both those countries was kill tens of thousands of women and children. Collateral damage. And you wonder why those people hate us? And the last thing is, the Islamic world hates us because of our prosperity, because of our pride, and because of our arrogance. Most people in the Middle East, the only thing they have to judge America by is what they see that comes out of Hollywood. And they get movies, they get DVDs, they get all that there. And that's the only way, the only thing they have to judge America by is the movies that come out of Hollywood. They think that we are absolute filth, we are the absolute scum of the earth, and we have zero morals whatsoever. And why wouldn't they think that? All they have to go by is Hollywood movies. This is what the Lord said to Abraham. He said, "And I will bless them that bless thee, and I will curse them that curse thee, and in thee shall all the families of the earth be blessed." God spoke that to Abraham. Abraham is the father of the Israeli nation, of the Jewish people. And God says, "I will bless them that bless you, and I will curse them that curse you." Well, people, I've been to the Middle East, and I've seen how those people live, and trust me, they're still back in the Stone Age. I mean, it's terrible, some of the conditions that these people live under, because they've cursed Israel. Their entire mission is the death of Israel. America, on the other hand, is the #1 protector of Israel. And people, I am absolutely convinced of this. I'm absolutely convinced. The only reason America is standing today is because we are the only ones who support and protect Israel. Donald Trump, he did everything in his power to protect Israel. He moved the capital of Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, or not the capital, but our embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. And then every time we get somebody like Joe Biden in there, he turns his back on Israel. If we ever completely turn our back on Israel and denounce Israel, you can kiss America goodbye, because that's the only thing that's holding us up. But anyway, that's the reasons that the Islamic world hates us, and they're going to continue to hate us. And one of these days, they'll probably sneak something into this country. We already know that Al-Qaeda's here, ISIS are here. They've got all these sleeper cells all over our country. They can sneak in anything they want to sneak in, whether it be a dirty bomb, whatever, right across the Mexican border. We know they're all here. And it's only a matter of time till we get hit. We are the great Satan to them, and it's their mission to do us in. But anyway, that's the reasons why the Islamic world hates America, and it's not going to change. Anyway, I just want to give you something to think about. Heaven or hell, you choose. Just remember, once you take your last breath, it's a done deal.